Hey, thank you. Give it up, Stucky Murray. Thanks, Scott. Give it up for Kevin. Yeah, thanks for having me. My whole life, I've asked myself, why am I here? Why am I here on this earth? To get wasted? Yes. At least that's what I thought in college. When I was at the University of North Carolina, I was clueless. I was just completely lost, didn't know what I was doing. It didn't help matters when I was at the University of North Carolina in college that my nickname became Gump due to the fact that people truly thought I was retarded when they first met me. Now, truthfully, I didn't really like the nickname Gump, but I just ran with it. That's all I had going for me, that and just getting blackout drunk every single night. That's all I was good at, just being a blackout Gump. And this happened especially during fraternity hazing events. That's when I would shine. That's when I would, get really blackout. During January, the first Monday after holiday break, at the Fight Out fraternity, we had a very intense hazing night scheduled. The brothers were pissed at us. So we were taken down to the basement boiler room, which was this tiny, really decrepit, smelly room with leaky pipes. We were blindfolded and we were given bottles of Cisco to drink. Now, Cisco is 40 proof alcohol. The slogan on the bottle of Cisco said liquid cocaine. So that gives you an idea of what's in there. I don't think it's for sale anymore. It's illegal now. But we were given Cisco and told to chug it. And I gladly chugged as much as I wanted, as much as I could. I wanted to stand out from the group. And the brothers took notice. They're like, you guys should be more like Gump. Look at him. Hey, Gump, say Jenny every time you chug. So I gladly obliged. I go, 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 Jenny. And the brothers would die laughing. They thought it was hilarious. But after a few rounds of chug races, things started to get ugly. A few of the pledges started to vomit blood. Yeah. I looked over, one of my pledge brothers next to me was vomiting blood while simultaneously crying. While the brothers were yelling, come on, chug! You gotta drink more! So everybody was drinking more, vomiting more. There was just blood and, Cisco everywhere. Finally, the brothers decided, well, we better take some of these pledges up and, put them to bed. But I remained, I was like the last pledge standing, chugging as much Cisco as I could. By the end of the hazing ritual, the basement was just an ocean of blood and vomit and empty bottles of Cisco with a blackout, out of his mind Gump sea creature just stumbling around going, Jenny! Until finally, in my blackout Gump state, I passed out. Yeah, the brothers tried to revive me, but I wouldn't respond. So they took me up, they ran me under the shower, I still wouldn't wake up. At that point I started to turn blue. So they decided to take me to the hospital. They gave me boxer shorts, carried me into the car, drove me to the hospital, carried me out of the car, slammed the door, but the door caught on my boxer shorts, which ripped apart, so I went into the hospital completely nude and blue. I was taken to the emergency room, and that's when things started to get grim. Half the fraternity was waiting in the waiting room, thinking that, I might not make it. They pumped They had IVs connected to me, pumped my stomach, just tried to do whatever they could to revive me. Finally, after several hours of this, I finally woke up out of my alcohol-induced coma. Now, I don't remember waking up. I was still blackout drunk when I woke up, but apparently the first words I uttered were, "Where is the world?" Where is the world? Pretty profound stuff for a guy known as Gump. I never uttered "Where's the world" in my life, but I guess, during my blackout state, I can be pretty profound, pretty deep. In the end, I'd registered a blood alcohol level of 0.607, which was, according to hospital records, that was the highest ever blood alcohol level in the history of North Carolina. Yeah, you can clap. Yeah, thank you. You're looking at a record holder, ladies and gentlemen. But actually, funny you should say that. My nickname from that point on was changed from Gump to 0.607, which is kind of fucked up, but it's better than Gump. Better to be called 0.607. It became an anthem, and I was sort of a hero to my fellow pledge brothers. They got initiated right away, and we were no longer hazed. At parties, I was introduced as 0.607. At one party, a friend of mine introduced me to his friend and was like, "You gotta check out this guy. He got a 0.607. To which his friend said, "No way. You got a 0.607? Oh man, you beat me. I got a 0.50. But he was actually confused. He wasn't talking about his blood alcohol level. He was talking about his grade point average. So that shows you the level of intelligence that I was dealing with in college. In order to be released out of the hospital, I was required to attend an intensive rehab facility in Durham, North Carolina. At the rehab facility, there was a doctor named Dr. Raj, who was from India. Dr. Raj took me through a diagram of the level of drunkenness. So he showed me a stick figure at 0.10, who's stumbling around drunk. Then at 0.20, the stick figure was passed out. Then at 0.40, there was a gravestone. The stick figure had died. Now, Dr. Raj pointed to the gravestone and said, "Death here." And then looked at me sternly and pointed off the page to the right and said, "You here." So I was off, not even in the diagram. I also had a support group at the rehab filled with, there was coke addicts, heroin addicts, there was a crack addict named Daryl who had recently gone on a 3-day bender, leaving his wife and 3-year-old son to go to a crack house and smoke crack for 72 hours straight. But when Daryl heard my story, he said, "Damn, son, that's fucked up." At the time, I went to AA every single day, and I got into it, and I wasn't drinking at that time, but this isn't a typical Hollywood story where there's this moment of clarity and I hit rock bottom and then immediately I'm clean and sober. I eventually eased myself back into drinking, and I drink now, which maybe some of you think I shouldn't. But I don't get into trouble. I don't get completely blackout drunk. At least, I haven't blown a 0.607 anytime recently. And I guess the reason is I just needed to get the hell out of college. But also, just moving to New York City, ironically, sort of helped me find my way. And just performing, doing this sort of helped me out. You know, I still don't really know what I'm doing. I'm still fucking clueless. I'm still searching, you know, searching for the answer to life's eternal question. Where is the world? Thank you very much.
You like way too much so and mimosas in the rain. If you're not in the soda, and if you killed out the brain, if you like stomach pumping every night under a hospital tray, I'm not the one that you look for. Dr. Him Lathan. We have any more things for coming out? I want some orange juice. Everybody